Hi there, I'm Perry. I've been playing golf for as long as I can remember. In fact, I spent most of my career as a PGA golf professional at various courses. At my peak in 2018, I reached a +1 index and had a driver swing speed of about 112 miles an hour. I was a full-on golf junkie, and if I wasn't working, I was definitely out on the course playing or practicing. In late 2019, club pro life had taken its toll. I was burnt out on the game and in desperate need of a change, so I stepped away from golf. Fast forward to early 2023, and the first season of Full Swing has just released on Netflix. I haven't touched a club in over 3 years at this point, but I immediately felt my brain flooding with emotions, seeing the late night shots of golf courses and guys grinding on the range. The very next day, I was out at my local course, chipping and putting with a smile on my face that I hadn't felt in a long time. It didn't take long though to notice that my swing didn't have the same speed as when I left the game several years ago. That's when I decided to look up Titleist Performance Institute trainers in my area. Enter Dr. Nick Curry, a TPI certified trainer and owner of SwingRx Golf right here in Dayton, Ohio. Today, we're gonna go behind the scenes to learn what it's really like inside a level 1 TPI assessment with Dr. Nick Curry.
All right, everybody ready?
Yep, let's do it.
Okay, so main rule for you, as we go through any of these assessments, just let me know if you have any pain with it. We want it to be pain-free.
Sounds
Okay?
good.
All right, so for these first few here, you're just gonna stand in the open area. We're gonna get into what we call a golf posture position. So you just imagine like you've got a 5-iron in your hand, get in that posture, and cross your arms, cross your chest.
Okay.
All right, so for this first test, we're going to do pelvic tilts. So what I want you to imagine, it's like your pelvis is a bucket of water. You're going to try to tip water out the front and then tip water out the back. So we'll arch first, tuck under.
Okay.
All right. There we go. Okay, very good. Now we're going to do a couple disassociation tests. So I want to see how well you can separate your upper body from your lower body and vice versa. Okay, so from that golf posture position, we're just going to rotate shoulders back and forth while keeping the lower body nice and quiet, and then we'll do the opposite.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, very good. And then we'll do the opposites. Keep the upper body nice and quiet. Rotate the lower. All right, very good. Okay, go ahead and relax out of that. All right, next test, we'll call it overhead deep squat.
Okay.
So you're gonna have feet about shoulder width apart, so a little bit wider than what we would in that golf posture position. And you're first just gonna rest the bar on top of your head. I'm gonna get you in a good position. We'll go up over top of the head with the bar, and then you're just gonna squat down as deep as you can go.
Yep.
Okay. All right, so get feet nice and wide, even a little bit wider than that, and try to have toes pointing straight forward. Okay. Rest the bar on top. Spread the hands apart just a little bit here. There we go. Okay, arms straight up. All right, good. Squat down as deep as you can go. Okay, one more time. All right. Any discomfort with that? Shoulder?
Cracking in my knees, but really just tightness in the lower back
Yeah.
was keeping me from getting down
Okay. All right. So we're going to have the feet in that same position. Now, what I want you to do, you're just going to take your thumbs, rest them on your shoulders. Okay. And you're going to just do that same squat movement. Okay. That's toe straight. There you go. Okay. Any discomfort?
there. Right hip is the thing that's holding me back.
Kind of same area
Yeah.
there. Okay. All right. So what you're going to do, come up against the wall. You can rest your hands there for balance. I'm just going to have you get toes up against the wall, toes against the heel there in tandem. Okay.
Yep.
You're going to act like you're trying to squat down, like you're trying to push this back knee to the wall there as much as you can without that back heel coming up off the ground.
Okay. So
Yep, you just rest against the wall there, toes up against the wall, toes against the heel there. There you go. Keep this heel down. Just try to push that knee as far forward as you can. Okay, good. Any discomfort?
A little bit as I got down there.
In the knee or
Yeah.
in the knee? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. All right, we'll switch the feet around. We'll do the same thing on the other side. Okay, all right, very good. All right, we're just gonna go ahead and check the lat length while you're here. We'll go ahead and flip around so your back's against the wall. I'm gonna have you get down into a little bit of a wall squat, knees bent, get your back, your lower back, your mid back, your head all touching the wall as much as you can. And then you're just gonna go arms straight out in front of you like that.
Yep.
Okay. All right, so arms straight out. Okay, 2 things for you. Keep this back flat and keep your elbows straight. Don't let either of them move from that position. Bring both arms up. Try to bring the thumbs to the wall. Okay. Yeah, I can clearly see a difference there. Right to left. Any discomfort with that?
A little bit on the right side,
Right
but
side.
less pain and more just tightness and lack of use.
Gotcha. Okay. All right, you come on out of that position. All right. Okay, very so I'll have you stand right in there. We'll have feet together, knees locked, one hand over top of the other. Just gonna go down, touch those toes. Don't let those knees bend. Okay, good. Okay, come on out of that. All right, so what you're gonna do now, we're gonna do one leg at a time. So you're just gonna stand on the right leg. Left leg is just gonna be back behind you for balance.
Yep.
Right knee, keep it locked. Bend down, try to touch that toe. Okay, we'll switch the legs around there. All right, a little tight on both sides, huh?
Yep. Lower body flexibility is never best for me.
All right, next one, shoulder mobility. Bring that right arm up. There you go. We're gonna get what we call 90-90 position. So relax that down a little bit. There you go. All right, we're just gonna externally rotate. Open up that arm as much as you can. Good. Any discomfort?
No, I feel the tightness. I feel is
That same spot there.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. We'll relax that arm. And do the same thing on the left. There you go. Much easier, huh?
Yep.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna get to that golf posture position again. Yes. So you're good right there. We're gonna do that exact same test from the golf posture position.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So get in that starting position. There you go. Okay. Not the same. All right. Same thing on the left side. Elbow forward just a little bit. There you go. Yep. Pretty good. All right. Everyone's favorite, single leg balance.
Perfect.
Okay, so we're gonna stand on one foot. You're gonna bring your other leg up till it's parallel with the ground, thighs parallel with the ground. Arms are just at your side.
Okay.
Okay. We're gonna start with that position, see how we do. Okay, seems pretty easy. Let's switch sides. Okay, a little more wobbly, but still pretty good. All right, now for the actual test. That's what you're gonna do. Same thing. You're gonna bring that leg up in that position. Once you're set, you're gonna close your eyes. Once you close your eyes, start the time.
Okay.
Okay. You can move around to try to catch yourself and hold it, but if the foot moves or if your arm starts going crazy, then we're done.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So get set first. Yep. Close. Okay, that's good. Relax. Okay, same thing on the other side.
Oh god.
Yep, go ahead and reset.
Yep.
Reset. Okay, all right. All right, next one. come over here. So we've got these two little lines. So first one, we're going to do the right side. You're going to put your toes in that little angle there. The tape is just there to kind of give me a reference point what we're looking at. All of your weight is going to be on that right foot. This left foot is just here for balance.
Okay.
Hands on your hips. You're going to rotate around as much as you can one way, and then you're going to go the other way.
Okay.
All that weight on that right leg. Rotate towards me first here. Okay, we'll go the other way. Okay, good. Any pain in that knee with that? Okay, good. All right, we'll switch the feet around. So foot on the opposite side there. Yep. Rotate towards me first. Okay, the other way. Okay, good. Just relax there. All right, last few. All right, Barry, I'm gonna have you come sit on the bench here.
Okay.
All right, Barry, we'll check that thoracic rotation. So I'm just gonna have you take this club, rest it on the back of your shoulders there. There you go. Okay. So we're gonna cross your right leg over your left. Perfect. And then you're just gonna rotate your shoulders to the right as far as you can there. Very good. We'll come back to neutral, switch the feet around, so left over right, and then we'll go the other way. Okay, very good. All right, you can relax out of that. I'll take that.
Okay.
All right, we'll stand up right there. All right, we'll stand up nice and tall. We're gonna just turn your head to one side as far as you can go there. Okay, very good. Then we'll go the other way. Okay. All right, we're gonna go through some wrist range of motion. So we'll make a fist, almost like grabbing a club in each hand. From there, you're gonna open up as much as you can. Good, we'll go the other way, close. Good, back to neutral, hinge down. And then hinge up. Okay, yep, this is the one everyone wants to struggle with here, so go ahead and relax there. So I want you to try to go straight up. There you go, better. Same thing. Yep, perfect. All right. Hands straight out in front of you. Keep that fist. You're going to go down. Okay, a little tight. All right, and then we'll come up. Okay, all right. Very good. All right, for this last test, I'm going to have you lie on your back for me. There you go. Yep, we'll bring your heels as close to your butt as you can there. Okay, actually that might be a little too close. You can come out just a touch. There you go. We'll spread the feet apart just a little bit so I get my fist in there. Actually, right in there. Okay.
Okay.
Arms straight up towards the ceiling. Okay, hold that. We're gonna lift your butt up into the air, up as high as you can. Perfect. Hold that position. Now go ahead and just straighten out one leg. Straighten out the knee. There you go. Hold that. Okay, a little wobbly, or we can relax all the way back down to the floor there. Okay, we're gonna do the same thing, but the opposite side.
Okay.
Okay, so come up first. There you go, and then straighten out the leg. Okay, good. All right, relax on down. All right, Perry, you can come on up. All right, let's go over these results.
Okay.
So you're going to get an email with a little more detail on each test, so you can read through it a little bit more, and then we can go over it in more detail if you need to. But basically, as we look at all the different assessments here, you'll see they'll be coded in either red, yellow, or green. Okay. Green are the ones that we cleared, didn't have an issue with. Okay. Yellow and red just means that we didn't clear them. So for most of the test, it's can you do the movement, yes or no? Okay. There's a couple of them where we actually kind of grade it on a scale, but most of them are just yes or no questions. Red just means that is going to have a greater influence on your golf swing. It's not, it doesn't mean that you did worse at those. Right. It just means it has a greater influence. Okay. So as we look at a few of these, so the lat test, number one over there. And so you can see it's got an exclamation point next to it, and that's because you had pain with it. And I know we talked a little bit about the history of the shoulder there, and then also the knee, which the knee plays a little bit of a role in a couple of these. But that lat test is actually going to influence the next test that we'll talk about, is that overhead deep squat. Okay. And that's, you had trouble maintaining that upright position when we were going down into the squats.
Yeah.
Okay. Toe touch, pretty self-explanatory. Can't touch toes. Single leg balance, we want to see at least 15 seconds on each leg with the eyes closed. Okay, so a little short there. Lower quarter rotation. This one, so internal rotation. So internal rotation would be, for a right-handed golfer, is going into your backswing. So we're internally rotating on that right leg, and then on downswing and follow through, we're internally rotating on that left leg. Okay. I marked you shy on both of those. You were, if we got out all the tools to measure it, you were pretty much right there, but the external rotation you cleared with no issue whatsoever. So it's something that we can work on and improve. So even if you're right there, it's something that you can still get better at. Wrist flexion, everything was good with all the wrist range of motion, except that left wrist was just a little limited, especially compared to the right with the flexion. Okay. These next few, the pelvic tilt, pelvic rotation, and torso rotation, all of those have to do with that muscle activation, stability around the trunk. Okay. That is also a big player in that X factor, being able to separate the two that we generate for speed and power. So just a little bit shaky with all of those, not quite able to stabilize the lower body when moving the upper body, and vice versa. Okay. 90-90 test, that comes back to that shoulder. So the left shoulder was just fine, right shoulder was limited. Bridge with leg extension, we're looking, can you hold it for 10 seconds on each side? We started shaking quite a bit and wobbly, probably 5 seconds into it. Okay. And then cervical rotation, we want to see, can you rotate the head, get that chin over top of your collarbone, and then actually touch the collarbone. Okay. So cervical rotation actually plays a bigger role than what most people realize, because you're actually going into a lot of left cervical rotation in your backswing. If we can't maintain that position, then your head starts moving, or you stop your backswing. Okay. Setup posture, thoracic rotation, the trunk rotation, the other wrist and forearm movements, all were good. Okay. So if we were to kind of go through and pick some of the priorities here, two of my priorities would be core stability and upper body mobility, specifically the shoulder. Okay, that right shoulder, and just based on what you were talking about with what you've experienced with that, we can get you going on some exercises, but maybe getting a little bit further checked to see if anything's going on with the shoulder, especially since we had pain with it. See if there's any more, more hands-on approach that we need to do. Okay. Any questions?
I don't think so. That's kind of the diagnosis I was expecting for core stability and lack of upper body mobility, but it's kind of just what happens when you don't play golf for a few years. You don't use it, you lose it. So
and it's amazing though. Like you sit here and look, and it's like, oh my gosh, that's a lot of yellow and red. But really, it comes down to those couple things that then influence a majority of these tests. So you just work on those couple things, and all of a sudden, we start turning yellows and reds into greens.
Awesome.
Okay. Very good.
Cool.
So I'll send that to you. You'll have all those results, and we'll get working.
Awesome. Appreciate your help.
Of course. Yep.